Dad, evil stepmother, these words are for you. The other night, Halo, you said something about how every time I hang out with you guys, we just end up working instead of having fun. But I've had a total blast with you both. From cutting wood and leveling shelves to sweating copper piping and building an outdoor shower, I've been in love with the space and the land and sharing that with you. And even during the tenser times, from complete and utter exhaustion to electric company fiascos, I feel so blessed to be here with you. And during the last 3 weeks, throughout all of what we've experienced, I've also been thinking a lot about doubt. For a while, I was doubtful. I was doubtful that things would turn out to be okay. It is now quite a few years ago, Dad, that you said I might learn something valuable from such a calamity. I was doubtful. You gave me a journal at the time, and on the first page you had written a quote, which said, "One does not discover new lands without consenting to lose sight of the shore for a very long time." And I was doubtful. I was fearful, of course, and angry, but ultimately doubtful that healing could occur, that any semblance of family could be reborn out of such fission. But when I saw you, Halo, for the first time after so many years, and then you two together, I was struck by the sudden absence of doubt. I remember standing there on the gymnasium floor after the chain reaction with a few other family members and mentioning that you two looked really good together. When I said that, I was not speaking cautiously. In your presence there for the first time, there was no doubt that it was so deeply right. Which, by the way, this is congratulations not on your second marriage, but on your last. And when you informed me that you were engaged, and later that you were thinking about moving your lives out west, again I noticed the lack of doubt. It just all seemed right. Now, often people look at the two of you and they see a happy couple. Or I hear in passing how happy you two seem, and they are happy that you are happy. And while this interpretation is definitely true at times, as your son, that's not what I see. I see two people who truly embrace the spectrum, from those genuine moments of happiness where time truly seems to be lost, to those bitter and frustrating moments when the children are triggered and just want to kick, scream, and cry. We've spoken often of an unsightly train barreling down the tracks, the ancient train of dysfunction. It's rusted and diseased, and seems that from one generation to the next, no one is spared from its crushing influence. When I look at you two, I see two people who have stood in the middle of those tracks and faced that train. And you both have taught me, by example, why it is so vital to look such a train in the eyes and say stop. But that fight, that resistance, is not actually enough. Such a stance is only half of the picture. When I look at the two of you, I see two people who understand what it means to stand defiant against such a train, but who simultaneously open their arms to embrace it. And it is for this reason why you two are the most courageous people I know. And it is for this reason why during the so-called good moments and the so-called bad, I am never in doubt with you two. Because whether bitter or sweet, you both understand what it means to embrace and what it means to surrender. And which is why in the context of this marriage, I congratulate you both. Two people who truly will be okay, because you know deep down that you already are okay. So I raise my glass, and I feel so blessed to be your son. I feel blessed that I can laugh, cry, and play with you both. and stand defiant with you, and stand open arms with you. Halo, you've been my friend for a long time, and a sister for a little while now, but my mother always. And now it is official. Dad, you got in a small boat. At the time, maybe it felt like a life raft, and you pushed off from shore, which must have felt really scary. And while I cannot speak for you, I feel like you've discovered new land. And it is on that new land that I am learning what it's like to have a father again with you. I love you both.